Good morning, good evening, good night. Once again, here I am, Jocelyn Mendez. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. Today I have you guys a different type of video. It is going to be basically about my title, my story with rheumatoid arthritis, and I'm just going to explain to you guys what's going on and what my life has been with rheumatoid arthritis. So especially on top of me trying to lose weight, I have rheumatoid arthritis. It's pretty much a, what is it called? An autoimmune disease to where it appears naturally in your body. You can get it when you are born, you get it later in life when you're 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter because rheumatoid arthritis, it attacks the body itself. Ugh, I hate motorcyclists that go by the house. So lovely. But yeah, it's an autoimmune disease. You can get it at any time of age, and it's the body's joints that swell up, cartilage and all that good stuff that goes in your joints gets eroded away, and it causes deformities to where sometimes there's a certain, I forgot what it's called, but like a fluid or something that starts building up to where it makes your joints a little bit more stiff. I don't know if you guys have noticed in my previous videos, my finger. So I hate it, but it is my life now. So as you guys can tell, this finger does not extend straight all the way. It stays bent, as well as my elbow. Well, sometimes this left elbow as well, but my right elbow and my right, I don't know what it's called, my finger is deformed and doesn't go straight all the way, because that's pretty much a deformity. Many people have it in different areas. You've seen older people with like crooked fingers, people with their knees hurt, ankles. It attacks pretty much everything. So far, it has attacked me in every way possible. There was a time where I couldn't pick up my hair. There was a time where I couldn't dress myself, put my pants up, put my socks on, get up from my bed. Brian would have to literally scoop me up and pick me up from my bed for some time. And that is really hard, but that is my life with rheumatoid arthritis. And I guess starting from the bottom, I started around 2014, 2013, I can't recall. So it started with the pain of this finger, and I was in high school. I had pretty much an entire lifestyle of being chunky and being fat. And I started losing weight with soccer and just started pretty much a healthier lifestyle. And within that, like I said, this finger started stabbing me a little, had pinching kind of feeling, and then started swelling up. And then little by little within soccer and me doing weights, I would do hang cleans to where my elbow would pop and hurt, bench press would hurt, pop, and as well as just anything with lifting a bar would hurt my wrist. So I started feeling it everywhere to where my mom took me to a couple of doctors, and they couldn't diagnose me because they didn't see anything wrong. X-rays didn't show anything wrong until I was in Mexico one time. And this was around 2015, I think. No, it was 2014. So it was about to be 2015. I was in Mexico. We would go to Mexico pretty much every Christmas holidays for the entire month. And I was there one night where I was in my room. I don't have that much communication with my parents, like confident. So I didn't feel like bothering them. But I was in bed to where I could not move. I could not stand up. I was crying and I did not know what to do. I spent about 4 hours just trying to figure out where the pain was coming from and what was going on. And I had no clue that I had rheumatoid arthritis. But I was in pain all night until I got the courage, got myself up from my bed, and went to the kitchen and got some Aleve, some painkillers. And magically in the morning, I woke up and there was nothing there anymore. So it completely startled me. I mentioned it to my parents, to where they took me to the doctor. I don't remember if it was that day exactly or the day afterwards. But they took me to the doctor. He did some blood work. After he had checked me and asked me a couple of questions, and he diagnosed me with rheumatoid arthritis. And the blood work proved it as well. So he recommended me going to a specialist here in Texas so that I could pretty much keep on track with medicines and a specialist. And I did. So I went and they proved it again that I did have rheumatoid arthritis. I had juvenile at the moment. So that pretty much, I was still a teenager. I didn't know what was much about pretty much having any kind of disease or anything like that. So I continued medication, but I wasn't fully aware of what it was. Constantly taking medications. I was like, oh, this is for old people, or oh, like this is not going to be my life forever. But it really pretty much has to. It doesn't have to, but for the moment, I have to take my medication consistently, and I didn't take that into consideration to where I was getting worse. And then little by little, I was like, okay, this is what I have to do. Take my medication and just continue to see if I get any better, because I had to stop soccer for a while because I wasn't able to run and do obstacles or do practices because it hurt. So I continued with taking my medication. They suggested therapy, physical therapy, and I went to physical therapy, and that helped pretty much a lot. I was able to do certain exercises, get certain movements. It wasn't at its worst, but the mobility and stretching out my elbow and stuff like that progressed. So I had more movement, but I don't know, I just accomplished it and got it over with and stayed consistent with working out, lost more weight, and continued soccer. But after, let me see, I have that. Yeah, I pretty much had a healthy lifestyle. I went to therapy, and that allowed my rheumatoid arthritis to go to remission and basically have me as a normal person. So I had no complications with anything, and I had a healthy, happy life. You know, I was gaining muscle, doing everything as I should, no problem. And then I stopped my medication. My plans were to move out. I was 18. I was a rebel. So I already had rheumatoid arthritis for like 2 years now, or 3, somewhere around there. And I was a rebel. I was gonna go move on with my own life, and I did not. I went with my boyfriend. It wasn't my original plan, but puppy love and everything, I said, okay, it's fine, I'll stay with you, instead of going on my own, and just continued the puppy love and completely took my medication out of the blue. Obviously I didn't have the support of my parents anymore, because I was like, oh, I'm gonna leave, I could do my own, which was a big mistake. But obviously I learned from my mistakes, and I'm a grown person. So I continued and I stopped my medication, and that was the biggest mistake of my life, because I completely just got worse, to where, like I was mentioning, Brian had to pick me up from my bed. Once again, I wasn't able to pick up my hair. Once again, I wasn't able to just sometimes even open my jaw more than a centimeter. And that is really hard. It's self-sabotaging. I was depressed for the longest time, and I was unhappy because remission just got worse. I didn't have a medication. Insurance, I still had to pay part of my medication, and I did not have that financially. So it was really hard, especially because some of these medications are thousands of dollars. I take 2 injections and this entire case of pills. This is an entire month. I know there's people out there that have it way worse than me. I'm not making these excuses for myself. I'm just letting you know what is going on with my body. Yeah, like there's osteoarthritis for older people, I believe, if I'm correct. And many other people have diabetes, have many other complications. So I'm not at the worst of it, but it is pretty complicated just in general, being a person that can't do their 100% when I really want to, because I know I'm a hardworking person. I know I'm a dedicated person, and I have many things and many interesting things to bring you guys, or to bring in general to my life and those around me. But it does create an obstacle to where I cannot do my 50%, 100% as much as I want. But it's not going to bring me down entirely, because I have had it worse. But yeah, Brian was picking me up from bed and all that entire stuff. I continued my medication and I was okay for a little bit. It wasn't at my best because I had caused so much damage without taking medication during that time. So now I pretty much had to pick up all that slack and start and stay consistent and try again. But that is pretty much impossible now, because I really fucked up my body and let it get worse when I could have made it better. But now I am here trying to make it better, of course. There has been about 4 motorcycles going through just right now. And yeah, within that, I got pregnant. So I had to completely stop some medications. But sometimes pregnant people, it helps, most women obviously, pregnant women's rheumatoid arthritis sometimes completely goes to remission, and sometimes it just hides away a little bit. You still take medication, you're fine. But once the baby was delivered, I had to get back on it, and that was really difficult, to where I couldn't even pick up Samia from her own crib. Like, I would cry, and that, as a first-time mother, as any person out there, it brought me down so much, where I had pretty much like a postpartum depression. I didn't show it as much because I didn't want to be that poor me person anymore. But it did bring me down to where I wasn't able to take care of my own child, and I was like, what the hell is this life? And I was just like so depressed about it. But I continued my hardest and tried my best to just stay as a mother and accomplish pretty much my goals. But yeah, everything got worse within my pregnancy, and then I started my medication and everything was fine. Within that, I'm still trying to this day. I've tried this weight loss journey. My baby is 3 years old now. I've had rheumatoid arthritis for about 7 years now. That I am trying my best to get motivated, to stay consistent, to try my best and get my body back, at least the way that it should, for me to be the mom that I want to be, the person that I want to be. And just like as many other people out there that have many things going on with their life, even if you don't have any kind of disease or anything going on with your body, it is difficult. It's difficult just to drink straight water and no sugary drinks for a week. It's a commitment. It's something you have to stick to, and something you have to stay motivated to. Otherwise, you lose that accomplishment. But I am trying. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. And we're going to try my best to stay consistent. I realized that with me, I started working out in May. As you guys have those videos where I started and tried starting, but I pushed myself too hard. As you can see, I was trying to run, I was trying to lift weights, and that did not help at all. So I'm going to take it even another 3 notches slower, to where I'm only going to walk and try to eat healthy. So these next couple of videos, it's going to be me continuing. I'm still here for you guys, and I hope you guys are there for me. But we're going to take it slow and continue this weight loss journey. So stay tuned. I enjoy making these videos for you guys. I'm starting up, you know, I'm not the best at making videos, but I'm going to try my best to keep you guys entertained, as well as motivated and just engaged with me, because I love making this, and it's exciting, it's motivational, and I love it. But yeah, this is my life with rheumatoid arthritis. Stay tuned for my next couple of videos. I'm sorry I did not upload these past 2 weeks because, like I just explained, my life has been really difficult. I started working out and my knee started hurting, my foot started hurting, I started eating again, but my weight started at 214 and last time I checked in was 211, but now we are at 209 and it's not a bad start, you know. It's not 214 anymore, it's 209, it's not 211. So we will continue this journey, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it might have been boring or not, but yeah, comment down below, tell me your story, give me anything motivational, help me out with your inspirational words or whatever it is you guys have to give. If it's just a thumbs up, if it's a subscription, I'm there for you guys if you want me to be, and I hope you guys are there for me once again. I will try my best to upload videos for you, hopefully next week. So I'm not gonna promise anything because I don't want to fail for you guys, but I will try my best, and we will see you pretty much in the next video.